Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in San Francisco, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Armon Petrossian, founder and CEO of Coalesce. Always a pleasure to be back with you.
Such a pleasure. I was so looking forward to this. It's great to see you again, Ryan.
Looking forward to diving in. Coalesce was founded to empower developer teams to deliver quality data projects 10x faster without creating tech debt. How does this founding principle impact your day-to-day decision-making as CEO?
Yeah, before we get into decision making, if you take a step back and you look at the data industry as a whole and analytics in general, and ask yourself, what are the biggest problems that organizations are dealing with?
Right.
It really comes down to two things. So one of them is being able to take the raw data and curate it and assemble it in a way that it's ready for insights, whether that's for AI, business intelligence, data science, you name it. That is a very time-consuming, expensive, risky process. Coalesce initially focused on our entire mission around solving that core problem. Now, once that's solved, the next question is, how can we trust the data that's been built and prepared for those use cases? Very excited to share with you here today. This is another problem that Coalesce in our mission is now solving, partly through virtue of the acquisition we made recently that I'm looking forward to sharing with you as well.
Well, congratulations to the entire team. Now let's explore your recent announcements with some major platform innovations that reinforce Coalesce's commitment to accelerating data development and business insights with the AI Data Cloud. Why don't you walk us through some of these highlights, and how does this position Coalesce for success in the years ahead?
Well, first things first, Snowflake has a bunch of awesome announcements. And one of my favorite things about running this business is being able to support the cutting edge features that Snowflake releases the exact same day. So when it comes to semantic views, Coalesce is already a supporter of that functionality within Snowflake. On top of that, AI is all the rage, as we all know. And we have just introduced, as of noon today, a new AI co-pilot that is incredibly slick. I would argue it is highly differentiated to anything else the market has ever seen. And then lastly, like I was mentioning earlier, we recently acquired a company in the data cataloging space. So a big focus as we have accomplished serving our customers for accelerating the development timelines for their projects is now allowing them to trust the data and certify the data that they're feeding to consumers.
Wonderful to hear. Congratulations on the continued success. From your perspective, as the complexity of data and demand for AI-ready data continues to grow, how do you see the field of data transformation evolving?
Yeah, so AI is completely worthless unless the data that it's being fed is of high quality and you're able to deliver it efficiently. So with Coalesce, that is aligned with exactly the two problems that we've been focused on solving. So when it comes to accelerating development, preparing data in time, and doing so in a way that is trustworthy, of high quality, and reduces technical debt, that is where we aim to focus. So that way AI use cases can actually be effective for organizations. So we see this at the tip of the spear with our customers. As they adopt our technology, they're able to take on so many more data projects, which lead to so many new AI use cases. And as they're building, there's a point of the maturity curve where they're able to use our catalog to truly shift governance left. And so there's a lot of vendors out there in the market right now that are talking about the concept of shifting governance left.
Right.
But we're the only modern cloud vendor that can actually do it because we started with the development processes. So if you want to shift governance left, realistically, what you need to do is you need to be able to move governance to be a topic of conversation during the development life cycles. And because we focus there to start, we already have the relationships and the inertia with those teams, so that way governance can be a topic of discussion before it's too late, which is sadly way too often the case. And when it comes to AI, you can't truly do AI without proper governance. And so we see ourselves as being able to be the first one to market to truly shift governance left in a way that's impacting all of our customers and soon to be customers.
It's an exciting next chapter. Always a pleasure sitting down with you at Snowflake Summit. And one parting question for you. As executives look to empower their data teams and accelerate their journey to becoming AI ready, what is the one key takeaway you'd offer regarding the critical role of data transformation?
Yeah, to bring it full circle, it's super easy. It comes back to those two problems that I was talking about earlier. The bottleneck of being able to take raw data, get it to the point that it's consumption ready. That should be a major focus, applying automation to that, doing it in a way that eliminates technical debt. So that way, as your project scales, it doesn't become hindered or making changes doesn't get more difficult. That is something unique to us here at Coalesce. And then lastly, keeping in mind, as those projects start to get pumped out and people start to get value out of the data, they start to consume it, there is a huge, huge opportunity or something that could turn into a fracture if you lose trust from the data. If people start to get answers for questions in different ways or different answers to the same question, that trust can erode so quickly. So as an executive looking at going to the next frontier with AI and being able to truly have a successful data implementation, you've got to keep both in mind at the same time. Accelerate the implementation, accelerate project timelines, and do so in a way that improves quality and that builds trust between the data producers and the data consumers.
I couldn't agree more. Once you break that trust, it's gone forever.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. And I had to bring out the branding. Always a pleasure sitting down with Coalesce. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud Now. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you out there.